and got right up in my face. She said, "I don't know how you can look yourself in the mirror. All my life, you have told me that you do what you do because you want to make a difference. The only reason you are not publicly endorsing this man is because you are worried about your own political skin. And if you are truly about wanting to make a difference, then this would be the time that you show me." I felt like I'd been hit upside the head by a 2x4. It was one of those times when your children have a unique ability to hold you accountable, and I realized what she said was right. Hitting society upside the head with a 2x4 is the path this entire room has blazed for a long, long time. And it's finally working. It's working because many of the people in this crowd are someone's child mustered up the bravery and the courage to tell a parent, to tell a friend, to tell a neighbor, to tell an employer, or the world about who they really are. Then they reminded that parent, friend, neighbor, or employer that this is just one facet of who they are, one piece of what makes them whole. Once many of you in this room started doing that, it made it so much harder for Americans to look the other way. More and more Americans realized that they wanted true equality because they wanted their family members to be happy. They wanted their friends not to feel so alone. They could not keep looking into their neighbor's eyes and ignore that uncomfortable sense that everything wasn't equal. Tonight, this room has so much to celebrate. And I would like to congratulate all the newlyweds that are here tonight. I want to talk about one couple that's here tonight and dear to my heart. And he's going to kill me for this, because those of you who know him know that he's not a guy who likes attention. Todd Martin and David Gray. Despite the fact that Todd is one of my top advisors and has been someone I have relied on for so many years in helping me do my job, and David is a senior project manager at Edward Jones, neither of them scream activist when they walk into a room. They are more the type that quietly writes the world from behind the scenes. They're a couple that enjoys renovating their Tower Grove South house, doing a lot of the work themselves. When they start to cook dinner, Molly, their lab, and Linus, their cat, show up in the kitchen. Todd, a recovering neuroscientist, and David, an avid racing cyclist, have been together 23 years as of October. Their support for each other is unyielding. Just ask Todd about the rough trip to France this past summer as David's bike lackey. Maybe the first clue that Todd was stepping outside his usual behind-the-scenes status was when he started his own Twitter feed last April. One of his first tweets wound up on national TV, inciting jealousy on my communications staff. 2 months later, he and David joined 3 other couples to erase Missouri's 20-word ban on marriage equality. John Durnell and Richard Eaton were the first of the group to marry. Joining them were Miranda Dushak and Karen Nemo Davis, and Bruce Yampolsky and Terry Garrett. And now they are all steeped in Missouri history. No more behind the scenes for Todd and David. In fact, Todd has been getting more press in Post Dispatch than I have, which doesn't make me happy. So let's take a step back, take a deep breath, and take it all in here tonight. Here you all are, not only witnessing, but playing a key part in one of the major civil rights struggles of our generation. We're a long way from the dark days a decade ago when Missourians rejected equality. And now, just 2 weeks ago, a judge declared that provision unconstitutional. come soon enough. We still have many hearts to mend. We still have many folks to educate. We still have ignorant fears to wipe away. But the progress has been far faster than many civil rights struggles in our country. And we did not have to go to war over this one. Maybe we're finally getting it. In 44 years, this movement progressed from the Stonewall riots in '69 to June 2013, where the Supreme Court struck down DOMA. The changes over the past 10 years have been dramatic, as state after state has opened the doors to equality. Like all previous struggles, we can't just take a seat now and say, whoop, we got that done. All done. You cannot do that because it's far from over. We still have to stop workplace discrimination. Worldwide, we still have young people who cower in fear every day, afraid to talk about who they really are. But our country, with your help and with commitment and courage, will do the right thing in the end, changing law by law and heart by heart. Of course, my 3 kids in their 20s have a hard time understanding why any of what we, the people in this room, HRC, Promo, and all the other organizations, why all of this was even controversial. History will agree with my children, and they will be right again. So thank you for who you are, for being proud of who you are, for being my friend. And before you go to bed tonight, please say a prayer for peace, harmony, and mending many broken hearts and dreams that have not yet been realized, especially by the people who will be occupying our streets for the weeks to come, exercising their very, very important American rights.